All right, welcome back to Bayou Town. Martin Falls here with Lieutenant Clint Dempster with the Thibodeau Police Department. He is the Public Information Director. We've been talking a lot about bicycles with state police also, but Lieutenant, once again, in Thibodeau, another fatality involving a bicycle. It's sad. We're talking more and more about that, but it's reality, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And look, it's unfortunate. It's not something that we see a whole lot inside the city limits of Thibodeau. The cars really don't get up to, have a chance to get up to really high rates of speed, inside the city limits of Thibodeau. So, but it just goes to show you that it's not always just high rates of speed, that can cause a fatality crash.
Yeah, I mean, and yeah, the vehicles are much bigger than the bike, and the impact is just that, the vehicle's always going to win because first of all, the biker is exposed. But this was a young fella that you knew. Huh?
Yeah. We've, like I said, we knew him through the years, just coming up with the police force. He's a young guy, 26 years old. Like I said, it's just unfortunate. But it just shows everyone how important it is, to follow bicycle safety and to just know the laws when it comes to motorized bicycles, because this as well as a motorized bicycle.
Yeah.
So just following the laws with it, and know that you have to obey all traffic laws, just as you would if you'd be driving a vehicle.
It becomes cliche, but they say most accidents occur, when you're close to home. Is that a reality?
Uh,
Seems to be.
it seems that way, and in this situation, he grew up right around the corner, right in that area. So, you just never know,
Yeah. Um, Anything faulty about the investigation at this point?
Again, it's still under investigation. Nothing at this point, would have us reason to believe that anything was, faulty in it. Again, I just think, wrong place, wrong time,
Yeah.
type thing. It appears that he wouldn't have yielded at the intersection, not wearing a helmet, which motorized bicycle state law requires you to. You have to be at least 15 years of age to ride it. You have to have a valid driver's license. All these things are still under investigation. You have to have a headlamp and a tail lamp on it. But again, it's something important to remember on a bicycle. It's no different. You have to have a headlight and a tail lamp on it at nighttime. And again, you have to obey all traffic laws on a regular bicycle as well. We trying to do what we can inside the city. The city just actually built a bike path leaving Nicholls State University, coming up Menard, goes into our downtown area. Just trying to keep the white bikes off the roadway as much as possible, and off the sidewalks. The sidewalk itself where the pedestrians would be walking. So just like I said, and we're going up with a bunch of pedestrian crosswalk signs all along the boulevard. I know a lot of people have been questioning and asking what's that for. We got some poles set up that's put some pedestrian crosswalk signs at all the crosswalks on Canal Boulevard. And we're just doing what we can to try to ensure public safety.
Well, and I often think of what can we do, and I'm sure y'all think about it quite often, something that would shut cell phones off when you get in the car. Maybe there are things already in the new cars. I don't know about the old one. We've all been guilty. Anyone who says they have not texted while they're driving, I want to check them on a lie detector.
Yeah.
But we try to catch ourselves now because one little here, I think every time you look at your cell phone, it takes about 7 seconds away from you looking at the road. I'm sure y'all preach that quite a bit, don't you?
Absolutely, and again, something new as well is all of our school zones are now posted with hands-free zone, so you can't even be on the phone in the school zone.
Right.
Not just texting. You can't even be on the phone in the school zone. So it's just some things to think about because, like you said, even though you think you're doing something so innocent, that's how quickly something can happen. It's not the same world we lived in back in the day. The world's then got itself in a big old hurry. We got phones, we got people looking down and speeding, and a lot more traffic on the road. Houma, obviously had a lot more traffic before Thibodeau did, but I'd say probably in the last 10 years or so, 15 years or so, it's picked up drastically.
Thibodeau's really spread their tentacles out, and a lot of those landowners gave up a lot of the land. They developed it.
Yeah.
Thibodeau's getting
Yeah,
big.
it's expanding definitely. And again, just the infrastructure, kind of like Houma. We have a buyer running right through it. So you only have so many bridges that can be crossed. At times, if a bridge gets closed, we had some issues with the Tiger Bridge and so on and so forth. And I'm sure we're gonna have some upcoming construction with the Canal Street Bridge. But just that, we just ask people to be patient. Don't get yourself in a big old hurry, because that's how accidents happen.
Leave early if you have a meeting. I had 2 or 3 meetings in Thibodeau in the last month or so, and I got caught up in that traffic, but I left early.
Yeah.
So it wasn't all frazzled. You just sit there, listen to a little music, and it's going to take you some time.
Definitely give yourself some time. I mean, like I said, going back and forth from Houma to Thibodeau, you got construction by the Street overpass right now. So it takes time. It takes time.
Well, look, we appreciate what y'all do. Y'all do a great job in Thibodeau, and I know y'all always trying to get the message out and all that. So hopefully people will start listening, includes myself and everybody else. I'm no different than anybody else, but thank you for coming and thank you for what you do.
Appreciate it, Martin. Thanks for having me.
All right, Clint. Lieutenant Clint Dempster. We'll take a break here on Bayou Time. We have a lot more. Don't go away.